All right.
All right, let's get started. Yeah, this is end of the year for 2021. We just wanted to do an update podcast. I guess the camera's this way. Updated podcast on what we've done this year, accomplished.
It's 2022 in a few weeks. That's it's a bit of a trip. Like it feels like when we did the last one was like a few weeks ago. Feels like we incorporated.
Yeah, we did one.
Well, no, I know of that, but like I feel like incorporation happened like just a couple of months ago. That was almost 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. Did we do one last year?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That was done with sound recording.
Yeah, that was the team then. I was with Haley. She's no longer with us, and here we've got.
And in the office, we're no longer in.
And the office we're no longer in. Yep.
New office.
New office. Digs. Up in Gastown, we got Nick here. Sam's still here. He's lurking. He's hiding his face as usual.
Yeah.
And then we got Nick in the back who's fallen asleep listening to us talk.
He looks like a DJ actually right now.
We should do some like ASMR like, Nick, you're getting very sleepy.
All right. The year. It's been an interesting year with moving 2 offices, name change of rebrand of Cybec Media, which is now Arkavis, and my company Total Financing Solutions, which is now Avantis.
Props to Sam for 2 very similar names.
Yeah, extremely similar. I think I'm starting to get the hang of both the names now, and I'm not confusing them.
Yeah.
Right? Just imagine having twins. Like I'll confuse their names.
I know.
Like I'm bad with names. Like even my company name.
Yeah.
But yeah, that, and then I guess in July we had to get out of our lease. Not out of it, but there was no renewal, and we had to find a new place.
Yeah, when did we first find out about that? Was that like February, March?
Yeah, around there.
I remember you saying to me, it's like, yeah, like the time when you told me that, like, hey, the heads up, we're probably going to have to find new space. And that was February, March, and you're saying we got to find it by, July, August. And I was like, oh, that's like forever away. And it was like, boom. Like then suddenly August was there. I mean, we had.
Yeah, but I think we pulled the trigger right away. We're like, okay, let's start looking for something. And then we came here and looked at this place.
In February,
yeah. And we looked at a couple, and then we backed off because thinking that we're going to stay with the...
Yeah. Well, no, they also said that they wouldn't, at the time, that they weren't going to take out the stuff in here, right? That's why.
Yeah, that was
I think we would have gone for it.
Yeah.
They said, no, we're not going to take out the walls. And then we looked at it again in May. When did we look? Yeah, May, I think.
May.
And then they said...
Then we sent I think we signed the papers in May, and then like end of June is when we got it, like the last week of June. We got like 10 days before.
Yeah.
Moved everything in, and it's working well. I'm liking the inside. Not a fan of the outside, but the inside is quite nice.
Yeah.
I think we've outgrown the place.
Yeah.
Very close to outgrowing
We're
it.
right on the...
Yeah,
right
add another 2 people and it's done.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got 4 of us in here full time, and it works, but yeah, we're close.
Yeah, I think the next office, we need like office space to take quiet calls.
Yeah.
When we need to
I was thinking
come up with a decision to fire Nick. Yeah, so the new place, like I love the studio here. Like we can shoot, record, do whatever. Like that side is good. It's just having a couple of meeting rooms and an office for.
Yeah, just little quiet time, little space.
For sure, that kind of stuff. But we're another 18 months, so but 18 months is gonna go fast.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be like next year, like.
Well, 2023.
2023, like January, February, and we're going to be like going crazy.
Yeah, let's clock this right now as we're saying this, just see we're like, in February 2023. Let's see.
What do you think
we
the
have
staff
predictions?
count is? What do you think staff count is?
In 2023, February?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're four in here all the time. Then we've got say we're just talking like full time, right?
Full time, yeah.
I'm gonna go 8 to 10.
Yeah, my number's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my number's 10. I'm going to make sure 10. If it's 8, I'm going to just push the 10 so I'm winning.
Just make sure. Yeah, we'll give the extra work to Nick.
Yeah, we can get the extra work.
All right, so 8 to 10. Yeah, and see where we're at.
Yeah,
I'd be
and
curious.
yeah, let's see what happens there. Sam had questions.
Yeah. So
Anything else you want to talk about here?
I don't know. It's just I mean, it's been a year 2 years for everyone. With COVID and everything, and we're still banging through, and same as everyone, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of it. That's the update. We've gone over the obvious stuff, but I think we can kind of go over these things that Sam wrote us a few questions.
Sam's our creative. What is he? Video director? Video. Sam.
Do you work here?
I work. Yeah.
Art director.
Art director.
But that's just the general. I mean,
Yeah.
he wears a few different hats. Just maybe 1 or 2 hats. He doesn't wear hats.
Yeah.
Good answer. So he wrote a few questions for Sunil and I to answer. I haven't looked through these. The first question: how has the personal dynamic between you two evolved after becoming business partners? Does it feel like being a married couple raising a child?
I don't know what that feels like, so I don't know.
Yes.
Funny. I'm not the easiest person to get along with. I know that.
No, I think.
Yeah, it's different. It's
Yeah.
different because before it's like, okay, let's go shoot. It was like it was
Yeah.
funner. Now it's like
Yeah.
we gotta take care of shit.
Yeah.
Right. It's like every phone call now was like there's a fire going on.
Yeah.
Or there's selling and that kind of stuff. And it's not like hey, it's Friday. Let's go for a beer.
Yeah.
Like those
Yeah.
are like foreign. Like this year, have we done?
Yeah.
Have we gone for a beer this year?
Once, maybe twice since we've been here.
Yeah, those are both meetings. It's like, what are you doing? I'm over here. You want to meet? Because
Yeah.
we met at that.
Well, and then we went down to what's your boy down. We
Yeah,
went there.
yeah.
I think that was like the only beer.
33 acres.
But yeah, no, it's definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's still the same. There's still the banter here and there, but you're right. Like the phone calls and the content, like the context of everything.
It's no, hey, how's it going? How's your weekend?
Yeah.
How's mom and dad? Like it's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck, man? What's going on here?
Yeah, I know.
Totally different, but
Maybe not quite like raising a child because we both don't have children.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. It's interesting, right?
it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Not bad, not good. It's just different.
Yeah, for sure. Next one. What have you learned about running a media business in the past couple of years? What surprised you the most?
Shit. Yeah. For me, it's just like learning the term, learning what different people do, and like how many different companies get involved in just a big production or even a small production, right? Like the one you guys did in here, like makeup came in and hair. Like I thought, like I'm not in that world. I just think that's the same person, right? I like why doesn't the actors do it themselves? Like
Right.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got like makeup's one, hair is another one, and then stylist. What the fuck's a stylist?
I don't know. They
Okay.
style the hair. Well, in that case.
No, the clothing stylist, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a stylist here too that I did not meet.
Yeah, well, she worked with the client, right?
Okay.
But she was just in. Yeah. I don't. What's the word for that on set? I can't think of it. Like wardrobe, right? But yeah. Anyways, yeah, wardrobe. I guess you say. But yeah.
Yeah, those things were surprising, and then difference between production house and
Like agency.
yeah, agency, right? To me, like I thought that was all in one, and now I'm realizing that it's not. It's agency's agency, and then we have production somewhere else, and we bought both of those inside. Let's see how that goes. And then your dad was a help, right? Because he's been in the film business for a long time, and it's amazing. Like for me, 18 months of like just going crazy and like I can't figure this stuff out,
Yeah.
and having lunch with them or dinner with them for like 90 minutes, and I learned so much out of that 90 minutes than I did over the last 18 months.
Yeah.
Right. Just because it was more clear, and he put it in the
spoke
language.
your language, yeah.
He spoke my language, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunil language is very hard. It's very simple, but it's very hard.
Well, yeah. I think for me, it's not quite like that. Obviously, for me, it's just like the operations aspect. Like, I've kind of lived and breathed this side of things as long as I can remember. So it's just about being able to manage that at scale, which has been tough, right? Well, it's just challenging, which is part of it, is just growing the business. We talked about this on the last podcast. Like, what does it mean to scale a business?
Yeah.
And, when I was working with you starting off, like, everyone talks about, we got to scale. I'm like, what the fuck is these people talking about? You just got to, like, what does that even mean? And then, and then it's like, I still can't explain it, but I know what it means, and I know what you have to do it. So I think for me, it's just been the learning curves with regards to growing, developing a business, and all the moving parts, right? And you realize just dealing with people, it's like, it's one thing if you're behind the camera or you're sitting at an editing screen by yourself, you don't have to worry about anything else. You just got to focus on the project. And then suddenly you've got to deal with, this person or these things. And it's like, you can't just be quiet behind the camera, right? So, I mean, it's fun. It's great, but that's, I think, what I've learned most is learning that side of it.
Yeah, that's my strength is dealing with. I like chaos. Like, I don't think I ever mentioned this on a podcast, but if something crazy was to happen, I think I can like really excel. Like, I'm not gonna name any events because there's a couple of events that are really horrible events. But I think if I was there at that moment, I can take charge, right? And then on top of that, like knowing like different agencies that I have to deal with and having direct contact towards those agencies, I think I can just take over. I'm just driven by chaos. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't want it always in my life,
Yeah.
but like my leadership side comes out in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And that's what business is sometimes.
I think most of the time, if you can thrive off, because I think you can use chaos broadly, right? Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, bad shit's happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
not bad chaos, just
but even just
busy chaos.
Chaos, that's building a business is chaotic, and even if it's just a pretty benign situation, right? Like, I think you got to be able to manage that.
Slow, I can't stand. It's just it's crazy. But when it's busy and things are moving, I like it.
In chaos, it forces you into action, right?
Yeah, that's why I hate working from home.
Yeah.
Right? Even though I'm busy there, I got stuff to do. It's just not. It's not the same.
All right. What surprised you the most? Did we go over that as the second part to that question? Did we cover that?
What surprised me the most in this year?
Just about running the media business in the past couple of years.
Anything?
What surprised me the most? I mean, most of the thing, I've kind of anticipated everything that's happened. Just that, we want to grow, we want to do the things, and we've hit a few of those goals, and, some maybe we haven't hit, but we will. So I don't feel really surprised by anything. I think I've been like lately a bit more burnt out, but I think that just has to do with a multitude of things. So maybe I'm surprised at just like maybe I've taken a few more naps than I used to.
I'm surprised that some of the people I've done business with over like 10 years, 10 plus years, have gone to a different company, not ours. Right? That to me is surprising. It's actually it hurts more than anything.
You mean like for media?
For media.
Oh, really?
Right? Like stupid media, not smart media.
Yeah.
Like dumb media.
Like billboards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, like expensive media, not dumb. Like
it
can work, but like why not? For like a fraction of the price, get like 10 times the results.
Yeah.
It's just mine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that to me was a surprise. Who knows what happens next year? Maybe we'll get their business, but
yeah, when they find out it's not working as well, maybe.
Yeah, but we approached the competitors already.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough.
So
I'm curious. We'll talk. I want to know who those people are after. Kind of on the same note, and it's not really a surprise, but it is still. You find working with people, and just there are some people that you work with which sometimes still surprise me just in how they go about business, or you think they operate one way and then they kind of do a 180, and sometimes I'm still shocked at how people will do business in a negative way, right? And I know that that's part of it, not every, but there's people that just I can still be surprised at how people operate in business and go, like, really, that's the way you're going about things? Like, well, no wonder things are going a certain way, right? And so that I sitting next to you and just doing my thing past previous few years prior to this, you don't experience that, right? But when you're dealing with people directly and partners and clients, I noticed that and just going, wow, yeah, that's shocking to me. But I guess that's people, right? That's part of it. That's business.
The biggest tell for me there is, just talk to the employees of the companies and see how they respond, right? I'm not sure Nick and Sam, like, if they talk bad about me, be on my back, who knows?
Yeah.
But
Nick definitely.
Nick definitely, but Sam, I doubt it. But if you go to like other companies and just talk to the staff there and the employees and how they respond, like, it's a sign.
Yeah.
Right. The meeting we had yesterday with that other company, like, I think they run their business like a very clean, well-run business because everyone there is quite happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whoever isn't, I guess they're gone from there. But yeah. What's the next one?
2 years into the pandemic, looking back, any new thoughts on building a business during these peculiar times?
Always changing. Like, when we first started, we wanted to do a couple of things, and we had to adjust from that in 2020. And I think now we're starting to line up with that, but not even line. I think we've grown past that point and started doing other things. And my whole thing for 2022 is looking at Web 3.0 and how do we bring Arkavis into that side. Right. And other, like, our internal brands, and on top of that, like, clients, and add more value towards Web 3.0 with them.
Yeah, I think of two things when I think about building a business during the pandemic. For the most part, it's adapt and just keep going. Like, and I think that's exactly what we did, because we talked about, we had a direction. In 2020, pandemic hits, we pivoted pretty hard and changed that. And then, come September, August, September, October, we pivoted another 180. And I think you just got to roll with those in times like these, right? To a certain degree, especially when you're just starting out, right? It's different if you've got an established business or whatever, but you're starting out, you're trying to build something during tough times. It's, stick with it and pivot if you need to. But also there was, I think in a lot of ways, we almost came back to kind of what we had initially done, right? Or initially intended in some ways. So
because of the staff that we hired.
Yeah.
I think if we didn't go with the team that we have now, we went with other people, I think we would have been stronger in other sides.
Yeah.
We just leveraged staff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What they wanted, what they like, and then just built it around that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right, moving on. Oh, well, this is the second part. What would you have done differently past 2 years? I'm assuming that's what that, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I can't think, because I come to a fork in the road. I choose, I think, what the best is for the next 5 years, and I go with that, and I don't even think about.
Yeah.
The only time I look back is if I need to help myself personally, and where I think I messed up, learn from it. That's the only time I look back, but like, keep going forward.
Yeah, agreed. So we've got biggest achievements, proudest moments from the past year, whether business or personal, and the most frustrating.
Damn, man, I don't even. Sam, you got crazy questions. Actually, sorry. The accomplishment is growing the business. Like, I think we grew it like more than 100% this year. I won't know until end of the year.
Yeah.
But if I look at the numbers between last year and this year, it's way more than 100%. I can guarantee that. And then also what we have lined up for 2022, I think, is another 100% growth.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud of that. Not proud of I had a feeling of Gastown,
Uh,
right? Yeah, and I mentioned this to you prior to us coming here.
yeah.
It's back again.
Yeah.
It's back again. It's back to me for different reasons, not the one I previously had, but just it's a cool place to hang out and like grab a beer and like have dinner or something with people, but not running a company that we're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's just like noise
Yeah.
from the alleyway with garbage trucks and
Whatever else.
yelling and screaming and
Yeah. I mean, it needs to happen, right? Like it was the best option we had to go, right? But I agree. I mean, yeah, but you were, on Hornby and Hastings for a while, so yeah, we'll get back there for you.
Yeah. The office will get back there. I just think the studio and production will have to be in a bigger space.
Yeah.
That might be, hate to say it, that might be in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Just because of tax breaks
Yeah.
in your favorite suburb.
Yeah.
I'll look for real estate out there for you.
Yeah. All right. Sure. We'll talk about that.
That's a conversation in 2024, I would say.
I think just in general, where we're at, sticking with it. We've got a good team. Proud of the team, and we got good people here. And I'll kind of equate it just to like looking back to say when we incorporated, which was February 28th, 2020. 2 weeks later, COVID hits, and going, well, this is going to be a hell of a ride, and thinking, and then building a business through all that and learning, and obviously, having Sunil as a mentor and partnering with him, has been helpful, obviously, and I think just sticking with it, I guess, just being still here, we're alive, and no, I guess that would probably be it, just that sticking with it.
No, watching the team grow,
Yeah.
your stuff has gotten better and better. No, like it has gotten better and better. Like Nick in his game, hey, wake up, man. he's sleeping. Like Nick stuff, like he's like no experience with videos, and now he's like recording and putting shit out, right? Like that kind of stuff is quite good to watch.
Yeah, I think in terms of my proudest, I think this is what you said last year.
Yeah, watching you grow.
Watching me grow, and I think for me this year it's
watching
it's
these guys grow.
Watching these guys and do the thing. It's funny, yeah. To be cliche.
All right, I guess we'll do this next year. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all the best in 2022.
All right.
2022.
All right.
That's gonna be a hard thing to say.
2022.
2022.
2022.
22. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. Ciao.